Do you know what these two black stones are? These are two pieces of moonstone sent by a fan, asking Ban to polish them into a shield shape. This piece isn't very good. The crystal isn't clean, sure. This piece is okay. Although it's been injected with glue, it still looks quite good and has some crystal. We just don't know if there are any black spots inside the stone, so we need to cut it with a saw to take a look. After the first cut, no black spots were seen, so it can be polished. Now let's remove the black skin from the stone so it will be easier when we polish it later. When we cut to this point, we found there are still some black spots inside, so now we'll make a bigger cut to remove the black spots. Cutting it like this is fine. With some black spots, we can polish them away when we refine it. Now we will refine the stone. First, we need to polish away the black spots, Additionally, the design requires a shield shape, so we need to roughly shape it into a shield form. Just like this, the rough shape is now polished out. Although it's much smaller, what remains is the essence. Next, we will attach the stone to the adhesive stick to prepare for polishing the stone's filling. Now, we are polishing the waist of the stone. Since the lines were irregular during refining, we need to polish it into a standard shield shape. Like this, the waist now has a standard shield shape. Now we are polishing the first layer of the crown, following the shape of the waistline to polish down a layer. This is the first layer of filling looks like. Now we are polishing the second layer of the crown, which consists of 2 layers in total. With this, the entire crown is completed and the color is quite good. After finishing the crown filling, we will polish the crown. The method for polishing is the same as for grinding, so I won't elaborate further here. Let's take a direct look at the finished appearance of the crown's faceted part. Lover's Tears truly lives up to its name. Now, we also need to polish the waist and the table of the tongue. With this, the upper part of the tongue is completed. The color is stunning, truly deserving of being called a stone from the cosmos. After finishing the upper part of the stone, we then flip the stone over to prepare for polishing the lower part. I'll fast forward here, as there's nothing much to see. Now we are polishing the first layer of the top, where the facet shapes extend from the waist design. This is how the first layer of the pavilion looks. Now we are polishing the pavilion's second to fourth layers. This is a step cut style, and the cutting method is the same, so we recorded it all together. Like this, the entire pavilion is completed with a total of 4 layers, and then we switch to the polishing pad to polish the pavilion. We start polishing from the first layer of the pavilion. Let me mention that when polishing this type of columnar moonstone, the polishing powder shouldn't be too thick, and the machine's speed shouldn't be too fast, otherwise the powder will get into the stone. Like this, the first layer of the pavilion is polished. Next, we use the same cutting method to polish the remaining layers of the top one by one. Like this, the entire stone is finished. I feel that this color can beautify an entire reagent. Now, we are removing the adhesive from the stone, which means taking the stone off the adhesive stick. If it's not cleaned properly, we still put it in alcohol to wash it, then take it out and clean it thoroughly. Looking at it next to the machine, the effect is quite good. Eager to ship it to the fans, let's take a quick look at its effect indoors. This color is excessively beautiful. So much so that the slightly melancholic shade of blue it emits doesn't even seem like a color. It's more like a farewell to the vast amounts of beautiful youth, that have already passed.